10 proven life hacks for an easier, healthier, and more enjoyable retirement. Retirement is a phase in a person's life that, if not properly planned, could lead to a life of regret and difficulty. While there is no universal formula to guarantee a good retirement, there are specific strategies that could help with your retirement process. But don't worry, this video will guide you through everything you need to know about how to enjoy your golden years of retirement. Here's something to consider. Have you ever wondered why some people retire well, while others seem to just drift into the most bitter part of their lives? What is the secret to retiring well? And what do these people do differently to ensure they had a good retirement? Is it simply sticking to a particular budget? Or is it about saving a considerable percentage of your earnings early on in your youthful years? Or did they get there by investing some part of their wealth? After doing some serious research into the subject, here's what I discovered. If you want to have a successful retirement, first and foremost, it is imperative for you to have a substantial nest egg or savings. But here's a countdown of some other important points you will want to make sure you check off. Number 10. Consider your type of lifestyle. A common trait among people who have a successful retirement and enjoy their retirement to the fullest is how prudently they lived in their working years. Have you ever heard the saying, "You can't have your cake and eat it too"? Well, what this means in this context is that you cannot expect to have a wonderful and enjoyable retirement if you spend most of your income on things you probably do not need. Living within or below your means does not mean you have to deprive yourself of the good things in life or be stingy to yourself. You can still be satisfied and happy while controlling your spending habits. This practice will help you to save a substantial amount from your earnings to put into your retirement account. Even if you can easily afford a fancy upper-class apartment, it's wiser to settle for a reasonably affordable one in order to put more money toward your retirement. A similar attitude should be taken with regard to purchasing a home or an expensive luxurious car. Do not get caught up running after the shiny and expensive things. Be moderate and satisfied with what you have, while also being mindful of the ultimate goal ahead. Number 9. Start planning for your retirement early. Talking about your retirement plans while still in your 20s may seem a bit too early to some people, but those who plan on having a successful retirement see this as a great time to start. The earlier you start, the more solid the plan will be. Over time, you will discover which method works for you, giving you time to make all the necessary mistakes and learn from every one of them. When you start early, you will be able to design a financial plan that covers your frequent expenditures, kids' college tuition, and other fixed expenses. This information will then help in determining how much money goes into your savings account, how much towards your emergency account, and how much for insurance. Choosing the appropriate amount to save after your regular expenses will prevent the temptation of dipping into your savings intermittently. Number 8. Start adjusting to the life of a retiree while still working. It's wise to ease into the retirement lifestyle by adopting some of the eventual reality of retirement while still working. Once you retire, you may not be able to earn actively as you used to, so it's best to gradually transition into your life as a retiree by reducing your spending habits. Also, the habit of waking up every morning, getting yourself ready for work, and then working all day will no longer exist. In the beginning, you may find yourself idle and bored throughout the day. This is something you'll need to get used to. Therefore, the closer you approach retirement, make sure to cut down on some of your work hours and even ask your employer to reduce some of your work responsibilities. By reducing your daily workload and replacing it with activities you're likely to do once you retire, you will gradually get used to it and be in a much better position to cope with retirement mentally without getting bored. Reducing your work hours and getting more rest time is beneficial, and at this stage in your life, your health must be your primary concern. Number 7. Prepare yourself mentally for retirement. Even if you wanted to, you cannot go on working forever. At some point in your life, your body will not be able to take the stress and pressure associated with work. Retirement from work is therefore a reality that cannot be avoided. The earlier you prepare yourself psychologically and allow that to sink in, the more likely you'll enjoy your retirement years. Do not push the thought of retirement aside. Instead, engage yourself actively about how to make the most of your retirement. Ask yourself, what should I do with all my new free time? Are there any more dreams left to be chased? Are there any skills or objectives that I'm still interested in acquiring? Have I accomplished everything I intended to? All of these could be a good way to make use of your retirement time. The most important thing is not to stay lonely or idle. Being sedentary could likely lead to boredom and eventually depression. Number 6, make sure to have close friends other than work colleagues. When you retire, you will require the company of friends from time to time. Spending quality time with friends and engaging in activities you love or discussing shared interests can have numerous benefits for your well-being. Friends can provide emotional support, foster positive emotions, and help create lasting connections and memories that can uplift your spirits throughout the week. Friends often serve as a valuable support system. They can offer advice and lend a listening ear when you need it. Engaging in enjoyable activities or conversations can also help reduce stress. Laughter and lighthearted conversations release endorphins, which are natural mood lifters, and they can help you unwind after a long day. Spending time with friends provides a positive distraction from the pressures and challenges of everyday life. It allows you to temporarily set aside worries and focus on the present moment. Number 5, make adjustments to your new lifestyle. Retirement offers you the opportunity to make some critical changes in your life, such as the quality of food you eat and how much sleep you get daily. Now, with more time on your hands, you can finally change from the unhealthy eating pattern and start eating healthily. Food plays a significant role in our well-being. You are what you eat. You can now shop for healthy meals or even get groceries and prepare the perfect healthy meal yourself. And if you can't cook, you now have all the time in the world to learn how. Exercise may also be one of those things you previously couldn't do due to your work routine. Now that you're retired, nothing stops you from trying out a couple of exercise routines. Exercise is therapeutic, and doctors strongly recommend it for retirees. Develop a simple exercise routine, something you can afford to do every day without it wearing you down. This may be as simple as walking briskly for a certain distance or jogging through the park. You can get a fitness monitor to help keep you aware of your heart condition. If you suffer from a heart or respiratory condition, it's wise to follow your doctor's advice on what type of exercise is best for you. Number 4, have a daily activity plan. Planning your day allows you to schedule different activities in your calendar. First, it's best to have a routine of things you do every day at a particular time. These are things you don't have to think twice about. It is equally important to create a new to-do list every day and write down what you wish to achieve. You can share some of these plans with your social group and see what you and your friends can do together. I remember my dad signing up for pottery lessons. He had always wanted to learn how to create vases but never had the time. He and his friends also go on early morning walks and engage in light workout exercises. He keeps a tight to-do list but still allows himself some rest time. You can never catch him looking bored or lonely. He always maintains a cheerful mood. People say retirement has a depressive tendency, but not with my dad. Retirement ironically brought out the best in him. He worked a job he did not genuinely love. He would get dressed up every day and go to work at a firm that he didn't really like, just to make ends meet. Now he can pursue whatever dream he wishes and do what truly gives him joy. This freedom is precious, and honestly, I think your retirement could become the most enjoyable phase of your life. Number 3, stay positive and live in the present. The past is the past. Any regrets you have should be left there. That phase of your life is over, and you can never go back to being young and vibrant any longer. Make peace with this and find a way to move on. Tell yourself you did your best and pay attention to your present rather than dwell in the past. Retirement presents you with something you gave up in childhood, and that is time. Do not spend this reminiscing about what could have been done. The past is gone and never coming back, so the earlier you understand this and move on, the quicker you can begin to enjoy your retirement. Number 2, invest properly for your retirement. As previously mentioned, one of the things that could help in having a happy and successful retirement is cutting down on the lifestyle you are accustomed to. To maintain your current lifestyle after you've retired, it's important to make some investments that will bring in passive income when you're no longer actively working. Make sure you look into investment plans such as real estate and stocks and talk with your financial advisor early enough to know the best options. It doesn't matter how much money you're making today. Without proper investments, all that could change once you retire. so it's wise to have some type of business that continues to generate sufficient income even after retirement. Last but not least, number 1, get regular health checkups. You should expect to be affected by some ailments and health conditions as you age, which is normal. This makes it necessary that you periodically go for complete medical checkups. This could help you avoid or detect and treat problems such as diabetes, heart disease, dementia, strokes, and other illnesses before they become a threat. In conclusion, each person is different, so no one formula applies to everyone when it comes to having a happy retirement. However, by adopting some of the habits and financial strategies that have been proven to guarantee a successful retirement, your chances of retiring well can be significantly increased. Well, that's it. We really appreciate you taking the time to watch these gems for success. But before you go, our team would be delighted if you could like this video and share it with your friends on social media. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on other engaging videos like this one. Thank you for your support.